Hi, I'm Bailey from 93706 Zone, and I'm sitting here with Miss Roshell Franklin, the writer, producer, basically everything. We're talking to the head honcho of basically Fresberg cartoons,
Hi.
right?
Yes,
How are
that's
you
right.
today?
I'm good. Thank you.
And let's just start off. What is Fresberg? Tell me what exactly is that for people who don't know?
Well, Fresberg is a cartoon that's written, produced by my husband Frankie and I. Basically, it's about 8 kids of different ethnic backgrounds who live in a neighborhood known as the Berg. Um, they all strive for the best. Within the Fresberg cartoon, they're being taught education. They're being taught how to live healthy lifestyles by the choices they make every day with food or friends or what have you. But it's basically a cartoon that uplifts the people, inspires, motivates, it pushes education. It talks about bullying, weight, race. It covers a lot in there, but it's also centered around a family and to bring families back together.
And now Fresberg, they're probably wondering what's Fresberg. Now Fresberg is basically based on Fresno, correct?
Right.
And your stories are what? How do you get your stories? Are they from everyday things you see in the Fresno area, or is it things you hear about, or are they just kind of off the top of your head?
It's everyday life. From what we see here in Fresno to what we see around the world. It deals with the single mother who's raising kids alone. It deals with the grandmother who steps in to raise kids. So it's everyday life that we've seen and everyday life that we've also experienced.
Yes. Now I have to admit, I've seen some of your Fresberg, and I like them. And the two that standed out to me the most was the Little Dreads one. I like that one, and it was now. I had a question about that one.
Okay.
The plot story of that was the rapper with the music or whatever, and the fight that broke out. Was that something an event that happened here in Fresno that you wrote about?
No, that's just something that can happen anywhere, and it has happened. Rap artists, or not just rap artists, but artists themselves have done shows many places around the world, and fights have broken out, and people have been killed or hurt or whatnot. So that's just a story we put together in a cartoon form of something that always happens, whether it's here or somewhere else.
Yes, and I honestly I liked that one a lot.
Thank you.
And with the story moral too, the moral I found kind of felt at the end was how the older guy was telling him about the music, how it wasn't kind of like how it was when he was a child. The music, how much it has changed, and how much killing and stuff does. That stuff does run through the music.
It does.
It does. When a rapper, people look up to them.
They do.
And when they're saying, "Oh, let's pop a Molly, let's do this and let's do that," they're making it okay or sounding okay for other people. So I feel like you guys are actually sending a pretty clear message out.
Right.
And I like that one, and I also like your reference to the Penton Center. I kind of caught that. I was like, I wonder if they were a hidden center. I like that one too. And Jay's on my feet.
That's a popular
yes,
one.
I seen that one, and I like that one with the J's, because that is true. The trend, everybody wants to rock Jordans.
They do.
Everybody wants to have Nike. That's like the main thing for kids nowadays, and everybody's willing to do anything to get them.
True, and we just want to put the message out there that it is okay to be different. Yes, we have 4 kids ourselves, and our oldest is going to the 10th grade, so she loves the Jordans. All her friends have the Jordans, and of course she wants to rock the J's too. But we just want to put the message out there that it's okay to be different. It's okay if you can't afford Jordans because they're very expensive. So whatever you have, make it work and just add your personal swag to it.
Exactly, because not everybody can, exactly what you said, afford, because you don't know what anybody's situation is with the single parent, army, anything could be happening. So, and that sent a strong message out too, and I like that. We tried to share it on our Facebook, but it wouldn't let us on for some reason on the site.
Okay.
But yeah, it was actually a really good. I enjoyed that one.
Thank you.
So, about your drawings and how you create Fresberg, do you do it on paper first? Is that a paper? Do you guys have a flipboard? Like how?
We sketch it out. We think of characters that we'd like to add to Fresberg, and we just start with a sheet of paper. We do some sketches. We go over it. We change it. We just sketch it out, and then we pop it into the computer system, and add our coloring, and just stretch this, push that. So it's just using your creativity that you already have. Just sketch it out and throw it in the computer. And
so, how long does it take for you to put one bit of or episode of Fresberg together?
Gosh, one episode will take about 2 weeks. Yeah, about 2 weeks. Because it's just my husband and I. We do everything. My oldest daughter is one of the characters, but she doesn't do any drawing. She doesn't do any coloring. She just uses her voice as one of the characters. So it takes about 2 weeks to get a episode
completed. And you work out of your house? Do you have like a room, a studio section?
We don't have a studio. We have our bedroom. So we have our computer desk set up in our bedroom, and we create there, and one day, we'll have our own studio.
Exactly. So that just shows how you're starting so little and it's branching out and you're making it bigger. Because, nobody has really seen that or done that really in Fresno.
Right.
Fresberg is really the first. And when I've heard it, I was like, wow, really?
When we first came out with it, it was a different name. And a lot of people gave us a lot. It was called Section 8. And a lot of people gave us a lot of flack about it because of the name. But our intent was to show that it's not about the government. How do I put this? It's not about a government Section 8. It's a section of the city.
Yeah.
And we were calling the section of the city Section 8. But of course, it was to show that just because you're in a part of a city or you're a part of a group that receives low income or what have you, that you can't rise above that and be something better and do something better with your life. But we decided to switch it over to Fresberg, of course, because of the flack we were getting. And we also thought that it would shine in the city of Fresno and show the city in a positive light.
Yes.
So.
And your ex, I don't know if it's on your website, but of course it's gottalovefresno.com. And is that accessible everywhere? Can everybody see that?
Yes. They can go to gottalovefresno.com. We're also on PBS now. PBS picked us up, and we're on pbsorg.org. Or they can see it on YouTube /Fresberg Cartoon. Or we also have our website, Fresbergcartoon.com.
And we definitely will be connecting with Fresberg because obviously we love it. We support it, and we want you guys to keep going. And whatever, if you need us in any way, we are more than welcome to be your support system.
Thank you. We need everybody.
Yes.
It's a community cartoon,
and
the more of our community that's involved, the better.
And it just shows the reality, and people just gotta accept it.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Aldridge.
I'm impressed with it. The one that I saw was about Santa Claus in China, Santa Claus in Spain, Mexico, whatever.
Africa.
I was really impressed.
Thank you.
And it's been nice meeting you, and hopefully we can work with you any way we can with Bailey and her. She has a team. Some of them are out at conferences or something, but to really get it out, I'm impressed with it. It was really good.
Thank you.
The Christmas one was well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
I feel you guys put very great effort into Fresberg.
We do. It's a lot of work, but we enjoy it.
Exactly. It's not an everyday thing that everybody does. Nobody, because nobody else did it. So for you to have that unique Fresberg name is awesome.
Thank you.
Is awesome. So keep up the good work.
Thank you.
You have our support. And everybody, you've heard it here first live on 93706 Zone. Miss Roshell Franklin from Fresberg. So if you have never seen Fresberg, you have to go see it. You have to. It's just Fresno for real. The everyday problems that kids face here in Fresno, it's Fresno, and you'll love it. It's educational. You might, it's educate. It's not even like that. They're not teaching you 2 + 2. Really, go see it. We're here. Remember, I'm Bailey from 93706 Zone. This is Miss Roshell Franklin, and you've heard the voice of Dr. James E. Aldridge. See you later.